Hey everybody! I've been thinking a lot about all the stuff that's going on, the media, on YouTube, social media, what's going on with Logan Paul, some of the reactions to his video, and it made me feel like I should share my own experience with near-death experiences. Now, my experience is not any result of any kind of suicide attempt or any suicide, rather just a near-death experience where I nearly died. And the reason why I thought I should share it, because it's not really like a happy topic to talk about. It doesn't really suit my personality. Nor my channel, so the reason why I want to share it was because I thought it was important enough to address it. My reasoning is, if sharing my story can just help one of you realize that life is precious, then it served its purpose, because life is precious. It gets so easily dismissed on songs, movies, on TV. You see hundreds of people being shot and killed every week on TV shows or by the thousands in wars. And it erodes our sensitivity and makes us think that death is just part of life. And it is, but it's not it's not supposed to be part of life in that sense. And it desensitizes us, and so that's my purpose, my reasoning for doing this video. It all started in one location, Cabo Lucas. We decided to go to Lover's Beach. When we got in the water, my father was all the way over there. I wasn't there. I was on the other side. My mother called me and she said to come, you know, just to lay down and rest for a little, because we were at that point, you know, playing a lot in the water. So everyone else was on the other side and I was right here, and I was trying to get to my mother. And I found myself struggling. I didn't know what was going on. When I was already in the water, she realized, and she went to call my father so he can come and help me out. My father was on the other side, in the pool, well, in the ocean as well. And it was like challenging to get out of the water. My father came to get me. I couldn't breathe anymore. I lost my breath. I was in there too long. Thank God I knew how to swim. Like, that would have been the scariest thing. I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't have strength anymore. I was trying my best to get out of the water. I couldn't anymore. I literally just, I kept doing more, like I kept swimming towards my father, but I couldn't anymore. I kind of let go, but I kind of didn't. I don't know how to describe it. It is like one of the worst feelings like you can ever have, to know that you can't swim anymore. You have no energy anymore. My father was in the water by now, of course, and he tried to get to me. He did finally, and I got on top of him. I couldn't breathe anymore. I couldn't. I lost so much oxygen. I couldn't breathe. And I had this fear in me. I was so scared. I was like, what's happening? I'll tell you this. It's one of the worst experiences you can ever have in life. And just the fact that you know you're gonna not be able to see someone anymore in your life because you think you're going to die, just makes it even worse and makes you not be able to have any more energy. He had like a weird kind of swimsuit where it had pockets, and it like filled water, like water filled in those pockets, and it made it harder for him to swim. So when I was on top of him, he was underwater, and I didn't even realize that. I didn't want to, you know, cause any harm or hurt anyone. My father finally pulled me. He's like he's yelling. He's really yelling, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna count to 1 to 3. I'm gonna like make you go all the way over there. He like tossed me to the closer part of the sand so I can get out of the water. And that didn't seem to work. I mean, I was close enough, but I wasn't like outside of the water at that point. So my mom started realizing that both of us are drowning, and that if we don't get any help, we were going to die. Finally, she found someone that was a lifeguard there, and he came, and he took me out of the water first. But when I got out of the water, I felt so upset with myself. I was so disappointed in myself because I saw my father out in the water, and I literally felt so bad. I was not happy. I was like, is my father going to be okay? I had one of the saddest thoughts at that point. And I was just trying to maintain myself. I was trying to like calm myself, but it didn't seem to happen. I couldn't do it. My father told us when he was out of the water, he told us that he was praying to God, and that he was saying that he didn't have enough energy, so he started, you know, praying to God, Jehovah, saying that, is this it? Is this all you wanted me to do? You want me to leave this life right now? When he told me that, I started bursting in tears, even though I knew he was going to be okay. He was already out of the water, but when he was out of the water, he told us everything he was thinking about. But when you have that feeling, when you know you're about to drown, it is the worst feeling, because you start to, I don't know, you just start to, everything starts to get black, apparently, according to my father. And when everything gets black, you just, I don't know, you just are calm. You're not like you're not out of breath. You're just calm. I didn't know what to do anymore. I was happy that my father was out of the water, but I had never had so many thoughts at one point in my life. And I know I'm making it sound so dramatic, but it's true. When you know you're about to lose someone, it is the worst feeling you could ever have, especially someone who is that close to you. I see my dad every day. I see my dad, and I love my dad very much. And I always thank Jehovah God that I'm thankful. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my family that is always there to support me with my decisions, and always are there to help me. And for me to feel that way, I don't know. You get the point. It's a really bad feeling. You don't ever want to experience it. It is one of, I cannot stress to you enough that life is precious. God gave you this life. Jehovah God gave you this life. And He gave you this life for a reason. He gave you a purpose. And I want you to know that you are worth it. You are loved. You are all these things. And if you're feeling any kind of suicidal thoughts or anything that's related to suicide, please call the number. I don't want any of you guys, anyone, doesn't matter if they're watching this video right now or if they are watching this video, I don't want anyone to commit suicide, because suicide is not a joke. Suicide is not, it's not a good thing. What I'm trying to say is that I don't want anyone to ever have that, like, that feeling where they know that they're not loved and things like that. And people, like, with suicidal thoughts do have, like, do tend to have that feeling, like, where they don't feel loved. You are loved no matter what. It doesn't matter how much you think that you are not loved and that people don't care. I care. Okay? I care. I care for you. I care so much. I will never stop loving people the way Jesus said to. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. Thank you guys so much for the amount of support you guys give me every single day. It's crazy. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys later. Bye.